Hey, Brett, we are in this scary, scary room with creepy, creepy noises, and we can only walk this fast. What in the? A strange machine. It does not seem to be working anymore. Okay. There's a note on the floor. Who was gone will be back not the same but somehow changed, because that which lurks behind the door waits, and no one that has crossed through can hope to escape its blessing. Eek, I must tell Kaufman about all this. What is that? It looks like a Five Nights at Freddy's rabbit suit. These clothes are torn down to unrecognizable shreds. There's a tag in here with two initials, H.A. Ha! I can't take them, I guess. Okay. Large archway carved in the stone wall of the cave. That's all you're gonna tell me, huh? Yeah. We already talked about that. Okay. Oh. Oh, that's the machine that doesn't work anymore. Oof. What was that? That was creepy, is what that was. Oh no, oh no. Part of the wall's stone seemed to dislodge from it, leaving behind a large dark hole. Oh, just stand there. You're gonna get your head eaten. Oh no. Where are we now? The adventure continues in episode 3. Okay, I think we can skip this, can't we? Bet I like it. Alright, previously on Lost Door. Let's see. Okay, afflicted with a mental condition. Discovered Wright's research had been funded by the Playwright, a secret organization led by Alexander Dupree. While Kaufman lay in bed due to sudden illness, Wakefield followed the clues left by the eccentric Professor Wright, leading to the darkness of an underground labyrinth. There was something waiting down there, alive but imprisoned in the cave. It was creepy! In the deepest chamber of the tunnel, Wakefield met the dreadful result of Professor Wright's final experiment, which had been an attempt to cross the last door using fear as the key. For 3 days, you must wait. What? What? Alone amongst these dead stones. Only then will you be ready. To complete your journey, Mr. Ashdown. Good music, really good music. It's exciting. I really, really like it. All right. The last door. I don't know why I feel like I do that every single time. Ooh. Pendulum. I think I can remember. It's terrible. Screech. But it was not that of an animal. There was something human in it. Desperate cry for forgiveness. Oh my gosh. The sounds of this is amazing. It's even more amazing in headphones, John Lang. That was really cool. They found me on the beach, unconscious, clutching a piece of wood that had saved me from drowning. When at last I awoke, the letter was waiting on my table. Lieber Wakefield, I write this letter in my last moments of lucidity. I have not received word from you since I regained consciousness, but I am confident that you will soon return with information that is crucial to our investigation. The bravery that you demonstrated in the face of these latest discoveries is worthy of my most sincere admiration. I must now ask you for yet more courage. The doctors were unable to determine the cause of my sudden illness, nor have they found a cure. I have not much time left. My greatest regret is that I must abandon you to the difficult tasks that lie ahead. I implore you to persevere now that we are so close to finding an answer. The professor's documents were filled with references to a place of dark legend. The Chronemeden? I don't know. An ancient sanctuary on the island of Ellis Moor. The exact location of the Chronemeden, I like Chronemeden, has been lost. But the professor believed that its secrets may explain why his experiments met with such disastrous results. You must find this place, mein Freund. I do not need to remind you to exercise the uttermost discretion. I have complete trust in you. Oh, our friend is dead. Always your friend, Johann Kaufman. Dang it, Johann. That's rough. Very sad. Well, where am I? With Kaufman gone, I found myself lost. My life suddenly devoid of meaning. I secretly have a crush on Kaufman. It was as though my friend had written a letter to a person who no longer existed. Weeks passed, maybe months. I did not count the time, but the day came when I realized there was no other option. Then what? To honor my friend's memory, I had to keep looking. I had to find Jeremiah Devitt. Here we are. We are kind of concerned about Jeremiah, wherever he was. I can see the island in the distance, Ellis Moore. Season 2, Episode 3, The Reunion. And here we are, the island of Ellis Moore. Thank you very much. Okay, Ellis Moore. According to Coffin's letter, the legendary Crone Maiden can be found here. As Kaufman emphasized, I must exercise discretion. For all I know, the playwright is watching. Yeah, it's probably this guy. When will you be back? Tomorrow at first light, probably. I'll be delivering supplies and the mail. I'll see you then. As you wish, Dr. Wakefield. All right. A whole new island to explore. Well, hello. Good evening. Visiting? I hope you enjoy your stay. Why, thank you. Good evening. My name is Wakefield. I've just arrived on the island. You want to speak with Lord Donan, then? I beg your pardon? Lord Donan, you should see him. Donan, I guess. You should see him. Well, who is he? Good evening. Welcome to Ellis Moore. I hope I'm saying these right. Probably am not. Excuse me. A visitor. Yeah. Visitors are most welcome in Ellis Moore. Yes, they are. Okay. Glad to hear it. Looks like the gate's been broken for some time now. Yeah, part of it's on the ground. Door's locked. Let's peek in the window. That's highly appropriate. The windows are open and a light is on. Yeah, okay. Ooh, what's this? Abandoned wheel. A peculiar cog is attached to it. Take? Based on the cog's workmanship, it looks like it was part of a complex industrial mechanism, but someone has tried to fit it crudely onto that broken bicycle wheel. How on earth did it come to be in a village like this? Boop. Oh, yeah. I like picking up stuff. Oh. Oh. No. Excuse me, are you Mr. Wakefield? I am. I have a message from Lord Donan. Lord Donan. To our most recent visitor, Mr. Wakefield, it is customary in Ellis Moore to welcome strangers with hospitality. I should be honored if you would accept this invitation to join me at my manor for dinner and amiable conversation. Your new friend, Lord Donan. All right. Oh. Nice. Looks like a big old donut. All right. So, I'm assuming here's where I go. Oh, this is a whole different area. I like different areas. What's this? The faint smell of fish and potatoes is drifting through the shutter. The fish smells slightly rotten. Oh, gross. I don't dig that. Okay. Oh. Boop. Locked. Alright, how about this gate? Also locked. Leads to the village graveyard. Alright. Off that way, I guess, then. Oh, okay. Donnan Manor. Hmm. Well, Dr. Wakefield, you're here on holiday then. Yes, indeed. I have come to enjoy a rest somewhere far from the stresses of city life. I see. Well, if it's distractions you've come looking for, you've chosen the right time of year for it. These days we celebrate a very special tradition of our kin, something unique. We call it the Festival of Reunion. Fascinating. May I ask, what does it entail? According to tradition, for the next 3 nights, the spirits of reunion leave the confines of the other side and roam the hills of Ellismore. We wear costumes and masks so that the spirits will not recognize us and make us the targets of their mischief. Certain rites take place too. But I should not bore you with the details. You shall have occasion to see for yourself. Fantastic. Odd mosaic adorns the floor. It depicts 2 snakes biting each other. Let's talk about that. Well, I cannot help noticing this remarkable mosaic. It looks authentic. Yes, it is. Although some historians might disagree, we believe that this manor was built atop an ancient Roman villa. In our traditions, the double serpent represents a sentinel that protects us from the terrible threat hidden within itself. Interesting. My sincere thanks for your warm welcome. You need not thank me. I simply observe our traditions. All right. Thanks anyway. 2 engraved panels on the wall. They appear to be ancient, but I cannot decipher their meaning. Do you want to talk about that? Oh, great. Do these panels on the wall represent a classical theme? I cannot seem to place it. They are the panels of the first king of Ellismore. In the days of the Druids, we worshipped the great god Lu, and our kings did right by those beliefs. Interesting. Okay. A large statue of a person. It is so eroded by the passage of time, it is difficult to tell any specific detail. Let's talk about the statue. It's remarkable. May I ask what it represents? It is Lu, and I'm not going to try that. Lamphada? A hero and high king of our myths. You seem to be knowledgeable about Ellismore's folklore. I should very much like to learn about the island's history in more detail. It is true that we in Ellismore cleave to the ancient traditions. We haven't lost touch like some of those on the mainland. But I'm no expert. If you're really interested, you should talk to Miss Foster. Please forgive my indiscretion, but do you consider yourself a religious man, Dr. Wakefield? No, I do not. You seem so certain. May I ask why? I'm a man of science. My only faith is the belief that all phenomena can be explained through rational inquiry. Everything else is mere superstition, a result of fear of the unknown. I see. Let us take a walk by the lake. From there, we can see the beauty of the island as we talk, and be the better for it. Nice. The marsh in this valley is, for simpletons, a wellspring of frightful tales. The educated among us enjoy the tales as little more than distractions, knowing us safe from these visions. We know these stories to be nothing but superstition. But how can we be so sure that in the dense mist that emanates from the stagnant water we may not find passages to other worlds? What if the wails that drift from the reeds in the darkest of nights are the songs of those from our worst nightmares? Many of the gods that men worshipped for millennia now lie buried in the common grave of oblivion. In Ellismore, we keep our traditions alive. Oh, they change, just as the times do, but they always keep their essence. These are our roots, Doctor. I must now take my leave, as my presence is required to start the rites of reunion. Feel free to continue your walk on your own. The village can be found just beyond those hills. As I mentioned earlier, you may wish to speak with Miss Foster. She is something of a resident expert on Ellismore's history. She can often be found working late at the school, the building right across from the quay. It has been a pleasure meeting you. Farewell, Dr. Wakefield. It's been a pleasure, Lord Donnan. Okay. Old barrel lies stranded on the shore. A painted label reads mineral oil. It is sealed. Do I need mineral oil? Gotta keep that in mind in case I need mineral oil later. Is this as far as I can go over here? Well, alright. Back I go this way then. What was that? Oh, they're in the costumes. Excuse me? Excuse me? Not gonna talk to me, okay. Hello, my name is Wakefield. Hi. What are you drawing? It's a symbol, not a drawing. A symbol? What does it mean? It's the final truth that'll protect us from the marsh dwellers, but we're not allowed to say its name out loud. Okay, marsh dwellers? Who are they? They're scary. My Aunt Kathleen says they were really bad people. You'd never see them, but you'd hear them in the reeds. They try to take you in there with them. That's why we can't come here alone. We always have to take someone with us. Let's go now. Goodbye. Very well. Alright. A huge hole lies in front of me. An ominous, chilling draft issues from within that sends shivers down my spine and makes me very uneasy. To a superstitious mind, it might seem like a passage to another world. Yeah. Place appears to be the remnants of an ancient temple to some unknown deity. Okay. Can I go any further? Nope, I guess not. Alright. Will you talk to me now? Nope. Okay. Let's be that way then. Alright. That's where I was, right? I was at the hills, right? Yeah. Broken old fence. Okay. So, back to the village I go to see if I can find the expert. Not there. Oh, that's open now. Okay. Small mausoleum. Door has a small slot. I might be able to peer through it. Inside, a candle provides a dim light. I can make out a statue of a hooded man. I can also hear someone whispering. No, I can't die yet, not without knowledge. It is so terribly unthinkable to truly understand the gods. Oh, is it? How can we live only on faith? No, shut up. Knowledge is what I pursue, not faith nor assumptions. No, no man can face death believing there is nothing on the other side. Yes, yes, you're right. Now I understand. The epitaph on this gravestone is written in Gaelic, the shadows cast by the lanterns only making the characters more mysterious. The man hides his face behind a fox mask. He murmurs something in unison with the others, a muted prayer I cannot quite make out. Woman hides her face behind a bull mask. Okay. How do you know it's a woman? I believe they were burying mirrors in a hole in the ground. What a peculiar tradition. Okay, wolf mask. There's something familiar about him. That's probably the Lord Donnan guy. Deer mask. Badger mask. In the middle of the graveyard stands an old alder tree, which the locals call Fairnog. Many lanterns hang from it. I do not know for what purpose. Oh, mercy. Oh. Wait, I want to go in here first. Who are you? Good evening. To what do I owe the pleasure? I'm a busy woman, as you can see. My name is Dr. Wakefield. I have come to Ellismore to rest for a while. Lord Donnan said I might find you here. Have you met Lord Donnan? It's been so long since I've seen him here in the village. I hope he is well. Okay, no way. Sorry. Don't know that. But I'm assuming she's saying welcome. Alright, tell me about the festival. Takes place when the constellation reunion is visible in the sky. On those nights, dark things and spirits ride the winds that travel across the hills. As you may have already seen, at sunset the villagers don masks. They do this so that the spirits will not know them or carry them away to the depths of their underground caves. There's a group of masked people at the graveyard. Was that part of the festival? Yes, that was one of the first rites of the reunion, a very important one. As I said, people dress up to protect themselves from those that will come, but this is not enough. Since the mirrors they have looked into while changing know their identities, they bury them next to the old Fairnog. The roots of this tree grow in both worlds at the same time, so they keep the witness mirrors safe. Okay. Lord Donnan said you were an expert on the island's folklore. He said that, did he? Well, I wouldn't call myself an expert now, but I've lived here in Ellismore longer than most, and I've heard my fair share of stories about the other side and its people. Might I ask you a question, Miss Foster? Yes, of course. Do you know the meaning of the word crone maiden? Maiden. Yes, it's a very unusual word, very much indeed. It is the sanctuary of the Crooked One. It is a cursed place, the dwelling of the devil. I recall it from the tales that I heard as a child. Of course, our elders only made up those tales to scare us and protect us from harm. Would you tell me the story? All right. There's a hole in the ground up in the hills not too far from the village, a hole so dark and deep you'd not see the end. Folks around here believe there lies an old serpent at its depths, ravenous for flesh, the Crooked One. Long ago, our ancestors threw livestock into the pit in the hope of placating the Crooked One's hunger, though that tradition has not been practiced for some time. So perhaps it would be best if you did not approach the hole. It is said that the last heir of the Lydsand once defied the Crooked One by approaching the rim with an iron amulet in her hand. It is general knowledge that beings from the other side detest iron, so the cursing and the shouting of the young Lysand received no immediate answer. But a few nights later, the Lysand's house was consumed in a horrific blaze, putting an end to the old family. So you've not seen Lord Donnan lately? As far as I know, no one has seen him since, well, it's been a few weeks. Now that the festival has started, maybe he'll be motivated to join us in the village. Did something happen a few weeks ago? Oh, sure, it was truly terrible. Kiernan, his only child, disappeared without a trace. He went off to play in the hills and just vanished. No one has seen him since. Good Lord, and you say he has not been found yet? How's that possible? We all searched the island, but he was nowhere to be found. What can you tell me about Kiernan's disappearance? Kieran. Just that he was a restless child who loved exploring deserted areas. You might learn more from his classmates. His desk was in the back corner. All right. I must leave now. It's been a pleasure. Pleasure was mine, enjoying your time on Ellismore. Okay, what's that? A paper with black circles painted on it. Okay. All right. We will explore this room further next time, John Lee. Bye, Brat.